the different types of VTuber. I'm very interested in this video and see what kind of type of VTuber there are. Before we get into that video, make sure you like the video itself, and also make sure you subscribe if you enjoy reaction videos. Now let's get into it. Oh God.
Gang, I need to apologize. I said I'd do a part 2 in this video, and it's been roughly 6 months. My fault, OG. It's about damn time. Time to talk more about VTubers.
Good luck, Slicky.
Do you know what is a VTuber? These fellas be
I do
online
that too,
entertainers who use virtual avatars to create online content. Create stuff with my face? If you don't get that my face,
where I'm from, we don't do like that.
VTubing, like many other industries, has different roles and types for VTubers to perform. So how do these VTubers work? What's their style? What's the debate? Well, let's talk about it. Ayo, it's Taledo, that fallen angel kicked out of heaven. We've already covered VTubers, gremlin chaotic VTubers, lootubers, male VTubers, and girlfriend-boyfriend experience VTubers. And
I'm not finished.
Get some snacks, get some water, get your Oshi.
We could go on for ages. There are VTubers about everything that absolutely exists, man.
Now let's get on the video.
I know you like my style. Nasty, gritty, looking pretty while I crack a smile.
Is there a personality that you love seeing? One that you wish to succeed the most? Your favorite of a group of performers?
This right here.
That guy right there.
Idol, a VTuber, that type of talent is your Oshi. The word Oshi in Japanese comes from the verb to back or to push. As a noun, it represents the personality you push or support, and is a term used by VTuber and idol fans to represent their fave. Think of it for sports. Fans of the team don't just watch the team play games, they invest in them, cheer louder than anyone, buy merch, goes to war on Twitter after their favorite team comes in the finals of the conference championship!
Oh my God. I'm not laughing.
So play that to VTubers. Which one of them makes you go, y'all see that fellow over there?
That's what I'm talking about. That's why he's scaring me.
Man, wait, what is this? What was this situation? What was this stream? I see Vay and Yanners there. This must be ages ago. This must be so old. Oh my.
Fellow over there?
That's what I'm talking about. That's why he's scaring me.
Top 2, and they ain't number 2.
God damn, get off that dick, bro. I was just doing a whole conversation, bro. You dick riding.
That type is your Oshi. But more than just being the fan,
That's right.
that person is the one you want to see succeed the most. So they have your greatest support. And if someone messes with your Oshi,
You go wild.
You, dog.
You got
We
feral.
gonna get you gone, bro.
Oh no, you lucky they hold me back. I will drop kick those dreads off your knob.
But did you know there are other Oshi terms? Ako Oshi, where you push all the group members. Oshikatsu, all the activities you do to support your Oshi. Oshihen, when you switch your Oshi to another one. Oshigaburi, where you and another fella share the same Oshi and appreciate greatness. And your Kami Oshi, your absolute fave above everyone. You can have one or many Oshis, but the debate is simple. Why is a VTuber your Oshi? Why are they your fave above everyone else and the one you want to push to greatness? For example, Iron Mouse may be your Oshi because of her hilarious content, personality, and amazing journey. Gargura revolutionized maybe
That is insane. I haven't seen that.
Personality.
I haven't seen this model in so many years. It's insane.
And amazing journey. Gargura revolutionized VTubing, and many people are inspired by her.
The OG, yeah, it is. She's about one of our first.
VTubing, there's only one question. Who's your Oshi?
Bro, who got you smiling like that?
Damn, you're making it happy.
I watched a lot of anime growing up.
Well, now we're learning, dude.
Now I'm older, wiser, several times more stressed filling taxes as we speak. Simply put, I grew up. But why mention anime? Anime has tropes, commonly overused themes and devices to put the story together. Some fans grow out of anime tropes, but there's one that still catches many audiences slipping.
Mommy? Sorry. Mommy? Sorry.
Everybody is weak to an older woman. But regardless, there's a lot of I've seen a lot of VTubers that are actually have zero interest in anime or manga. They just like being a VTuber and just like VTuber art. And there's also a lot of people that don't even watch anime and love watching VTubers.
Or daddy trope.
Me too. There you go.
Many VTubers play into a mommy role, and some play the daddy role. Let's get into mommy types first. In anime, most mom characters are dead. Most mom characters nurture and take care of their group. Some even try connecting with those younger than them. However,
take care of you.
are attracted to the feeling of a woman in authority, someone who can seduce or take them up on a whim. The term
Damn.
mommy is used for MILF, strong or dominant woman, or any hot, voluptuous character that fits the bill. Now, imagine that for VTubers. They give off more of a motherly and or sensual
Jesus
vibe
Christ.
than others. Fans of these
That's a
VTubers
little
wanna be
much.
nourished. They wanna
Wait,
be
did she
motherly
hold
and
her wine glass with her boobs?
or sensual vibe than others. Fans of these VTubers want to be
Damn.
nourished. They want to be cared for and looked after.
Mom, can we get ice cream after the stream? No.
Hi, Bob. How you doing?
No.
Or they want the VTubers to dominate them.
Help me!
These VTubers have a sensual and
I think everybody in chat needs a little bit of help.
soothing voice of
We gotta
voluptuous
help these boys
design,
out.
Efficiency with the phrase or simply protective attributes. Being able to take care of
No
those younger
ice
than
cream.
them. They really act like mothers.
I wish you could be a little bit more like your brother, you know? He got into Harvard medicine.
No, too much, too much!
Even if that VTuber
Oh my god. Oh my god. I mean, at least I think that there's a lot of this. I mean, in the end of the day, we're talking about VTubers that come from like the idol culture, and there's a lot of parasocialism in it. There's a lot of people that just would love to have someone to treat them like they are doing, and it just makes them happy. And I'm not gonna sit there and blame a guy just being happy, man.
feels like a
You do
big
you,
sister,
man.
the term mommy might be heard as they really hook with that label. Common VTubers that be called mommy are Vishojo's Maturakan or Hololive Sarah's Fauna.
I don't hang around people that don't go for ice cream.
Well, then go clean your freaking room and take out the trash.
Maybe they're doing society a good thing, huh? Getting people that are locked up to go clean their room.
Next, the daddy. In anime, most dad characters are protectors, wise mentorers, guardians, but many women love the playful, aggressive, and bit dominant vibe that some of these guys give. And I'm not talking like the dads, I'm talking like the ones that make you go, oh, daddy. Shingen got 3 wops, let me be his 4th.
Daddy, chill.
What the hell?
Some male VTubers play into that desire. Hold up. Let me get my male VTuber voice real quick.
Yeah.
Hello.
Wow.
Like mommy VTubers, daddy VTubers have ways to dominate and protect for their longing audiences. A deep and mature voice.
I slept through my alarm.
Oh my god. Shut up, babe. I know what you're about to think, man. I know what you're thinking. Oh god, dude.
We're getting too far gone. The most obvious daddy VTuber to come to everyone's mind is
Daddy VTubers make me uncomfortable. I mean, you can see how some people find uncomfortable with mommy VTubers too. But like, I can't do anything bad about this. I can't even say anything bad about this because often I will be regarded in this position as well.
Ichi Sanji's Vox Akuma.
Even though I don't
really have
try.
any complaints. I'm gonna say that's a 5 for me.
I don't like either or. It really depends on your preference.
Yes.
Oh my god. You enjoy
Of course, all of these things can make people uncomfortable.
Oh, shut your mouth.
God, bro. You're
Some
not
VTubers
God.
just got dad energy, if you know what that means. They're
Yep.
the old ones, or they're
Dad
wise,
energy.
chill, mature.
Old and
Funny enough,
crooked.
someone who gets called dad
Senile
a lot
man.
would be Calliope off of a running joke.
Hello, Dad. How are you, Dad?
Fine.
Oh, I didn't mean you, but I didn't even mean you. I meant, yeah.
My friends don't want to like it. Listen, there's nothing wrong about liking mommy figures or daddy figures. Like, if you like it, you like it. But at the same time, I also understand and can respect someone that find these things like a little bit uncomfortable or don't like it at all. Because again, it leads to a trope of like, you know, interest that some people might just not fit in with. I know, but it's funny.
You are Dad.
While daddies are less popular tropes than mommies, whether in anime or VTubing, both have one common idea.
Yeah.
Action fans slipping.
Yeah, that brother's starving.
That's
Before
right.
that,
The fans can collectively be hungry and lustful and go nuts together. And that's what brings the fandom
thank you to our
just a
Patreon
little bit
members.
closer.
And a special shout out to Archangels, Lihaho Lystra, Luminous Cove, and Serene, and of course all
Fans
of
are
you for
thirsty,
making the
they're
show
down
possible.
bad.
Like the video and subscribe to the channel because only a small percentage of viewers.
Shut your bitch ass up.
Wait, that looks better than mine. Way better than mine.
VTubers are,
feral.
in and of itself, a type of content creator. Someone who produces online media, videos, or streams for a target audience.
Yeah.
But what if a VTuber's primary activities weren't streaming or entertaining through videos, but rather music? That's where the topic of V-singers come in. A V-singer is a creator with a virtual identity who produces music, and that's their main focus. Don't confuse it with the Vocaloid V-singer, because that's an entirely different branch to talk about. While a VTuber may do primarily videos and streams and a few music products, a V-singer specializes in covers, karaoke's, original songs, and even music videos.
No.
The question between the difference of VTubers and V-singers really came up during Iris's debut, where she was specifically labeled a V-singer.
I will be, be releasing music. I'll be producing, music, like lore music, which is, it's just one of the focuses. But that doesn't mean that I will shy away from, gaming streams and other stuff. To interact
remember
with
this,
everyone.
yeah.
I do want to interact with everyone.
And another example would be Asaki, a Japanese VTuber and V-singer. She produces and releases a lot of shit. For Hololive Spaces, a big speculation is that unlike typical VTubers, ones considered V-singers have company or label support to produce musical content. But in the case of Iris and the closing of Project Hope due to lack of management, moreover the forming a promise with the previous members of council, perhaps there's discussion there. But that's just a theory. A game! Regardless, defining that in general is a little hard. There are VTubers who produce and release countless music products. Examples include Moi Calliope, Suisei, Maria Marionette, Yusan, and Bao. And while I would love to play clips and snippets, let me get paid for this video.
No.
The presentation and technology of VTubing is very appealing.
Something smells good in there.
I fell in love with, when it came to VTubing, I fell in love with the technology before I fell in love with the art and the media. Like technology was the most interesting thing for me at the start. I was like blown away. How does this work?
Most common VTuber avatar type are live 2D VTubers. First, an artist draws the VTuber artwork, and a rigger sets multiple nodes that will animate the model. This
07 to
VTuber
those,
type
man.
is the industrial standard, and the type you see most VTubers use everywhere. But what if I told you there's debate around all types of virtual creators and what constitutes a VTuber?
I owe you an apology. I wasn't really familiar with your game.
PNG tubers, creators who use programs or edits to pop out 2D PNGs with their voice. Toon tubers, creators who use animations while talking and speaking. And 3D VTubers, VTubers who use IRL tracking equipment to stimulate movement on a 3D plane.
It is kind of, if you think about it, like I'm again amazed about technology. Just think about it. Is that nuts? I'm like doing live animation with my model all the time. I think that is so cool. Like that technology is just so sick.
All types of creators operating on the vastly different styles and mediums too. Motherfucker, like look at this. Even is in their own game world.
Y'all got a bitch blown over.
However, would we consider every creator with an avatar a VTuber? That's where the debate comes.
That's when people get really mad, because then we put the PNG VTuber into the mix, and then you put like all of these like random VTuber models that are like a mailbox, and you will get tribalism and gatekeeping culture like really into this discussion, because people get mad. People love labeling themselves, and apparently labels are that big of a deal for a lot.
The common term I always use for VTubers is an online entertainer who uses a virtual avatar generated through some computer graphics. So would PNG tubers fall into VTubing? I mean, the image is virtual and they are using a computer program. While some are in the virtual space and many VTubers start out with PNG tuber models, several PNG tubers associate with other communities and mediums. And many don't even use the term VTuber or PNG tuber. It's just their Sonar or OC. So are VTubers just actively moving avatars? Then what about Toon tubers? They're kind of a mix of PNG and the live 2D VTubers. So is it the model? Are people with models considered VTubers? Quick question, would you consider someone like H2O Delirious a VTuber despite him having a VTuber model? Many VTuber fans wouldn't, because to them it's a different vibe. Then there's 3D. While 3D VTubers like Hizuna I kickstarted the VTubing medium, this was years after several people used 3D models for their content creation endeavors. Hizuna I just coined the term VTuber. So the term VTuber VTuber is hard to define, not just on what people consider or don't consider a VTuber, but also how some treat others on the type of tuber they are. No VTuber in their right mind would say out loud, PNG tubers or V-Roid users ain't shit. They know and recommend.
They wouldn't say it, but there's a lot of people that think it. There's a lot of people that do think it.
And budget-friendly option because it isn't worth it for
I don't give a shit. Like, my personal opinion is that I don't care about labels. I don't care. As long as somebody makes content with a virtual, like, avatar, I'm fine with them. Like, I think they are a VTuber, but, like, for me, it doesn't really matter too much. All I care about is that they don't sit there yapping on Twitter and they actually go live or make YouTube videos, you know, like make content.
Now, thousands and thousands. Also, I'm broke.
Like, a lot of people start out like that. You can't, a model like mine, these cost like thousands of dollars. You can't expect somebody to get into content creation and spend thousands of dollars on a model. No, they should be completely free to use a PNG model or use V-Roid or use 3D or do anything else just like that are virtual to be in the space itself. They need a gateway into that. You're rich then? Yeah, if you can do that, you gotta be rich as hell. Like, my model came from my audience. I didn't spend a dime on this. I mean, if you think about they giving it me the money, but in reality, this came from my audience. And I think everybody should do that thing. They should start off, do their thing, and then see if their audience can end up funding their VTuber model. Just don't spend the money. You're welcome. Now, this is before most of y'all, but I appreciate it, boys. I appreciate everybody.
Caused a community controversy by shitting.
I'm just gonna say it like this: VR chat community is very generous. You want to start out VTubing and you have a 3D model, try the VR chat. Try a bit of VR chat, though. Like, community, they are very generous people.
Making fun of them.
This for what? Why not? Why?
You also see fans with their own views on the subject, but like
me personally, we do not care.
I'm a fallen angel talking shit and doing my thing. If people consider me or don't consider me a VTuber,
I don't know. Like, I like his model. It's pretty cool.
Don't change my worth. And if people consider me a lesser creator because I use a PNG or
labels don't matter.
Avatar.
I think that the thing is that people are too focused on labels, and if somebody says you're not this, then you can just be like, okay. It's not going to change anything. Like, if somebody says you're not a VTuber, it's not going to change anything. It's not going to change the people you make content with, or the people you talk to, because that random individual that says you're not a VTuber, it's not going to change the way you interact with people or the way you produce content. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if some random bozo thinks you're not a VTuber. You do your thing. Just go on and keep doing that.
VTuber model. You think I give a shit?
Streaming space is confusing. The streaming space is very confusing. That's why it takes so long to get used to this. Streaming space is the streaming space, and the content creation space is a very complicated thing, and it's not easy to get into.
That is first and foremost. If you consider yourself a VTuber, then run with the branding. But in terms of fighting and drama, I don't care. Speaking of drama,
how long did it take for you? A couple years.
Drama, like drama tuber?
Properly understand it.
Drama is objectively engaging, invoking curiosity on the crazy subject. So what if someone makes their VTuber internet career covering the online news, recent events, and ongoing spectacles in the
drama tuber KW? It's kind of me. Drama is fun. Drama is fun.
VTubers coverage VTubers. News tubers
I'm just a reactor.
News, drama, and events in the
I'm just a reactor.
Bringing more eyes to the subject. You'll also see the term drama tuber mixed in there. Journalists or writers write articles and interview VTubers on their stories, and commentators give their take on topics, whether recent or evergreen, in the forms of streams, videos, or essays. And
I mean, the only ones do that. Yeah, I don't do only that. I'm more of a silly dumbass down the street that just looks at everybody. And then I do my own things from times to times. That is more me. Our commentator. Yeah, I'm like a commentator. I see myself more as I want to be presenting VTuber stuff. I'd like to produce my own. I want to be that random hobo down the street that just yaps. But I also want to be that random hobo that suddenly puts on a suit and then presents like everybody in the community. Like, that's what I'm feeling like. I think that would be fun because I love reacting. I love like yapping.
Oh shit, that's me.
whether I like that or not.
Sky is falling. What are you trying to say, man?
The main controversy. Are these creators
You never seen that hobo before?
The industry. Let's look over this. News is necessary. It keeps people informed and educated on the subject, and it's difficult for a spectator to scour the news itself. Other people talking on things makes that quality of life easier, bringing light to stories and events, exposing bad practices, and even providing a platform for unknown voices. Like, let's say
I have, dude. I remember this hobo. There was this guy, and he used to live at like one specific street, and he lived outside. And he always had a plastic bottle on top of his head. And he would walk everywhere with a plastic bottle on top of his head. And he didn't have it glued on. He just balanced it out. And he always had that plastic bottle. And you know what this dude was? He was like a super successful lawyer. He was just like a really rich lawyer that went insane. So he's a hobo, but it's really sad. It's super sad. But he's super smart, but he's just crazy. So he can get in this suit and go wild, but most of the time he's gonna chill down the street. That's sad. It is unfortunate. The brain is a very complicated thing.
VTubing. If it weren't for someone like False ID
Probably
reaching
all
out
as
to
fuck.
previous
Might be.
audio air talents, or creators like Yo covering the horrible acts of Walker, not many people would know about it. Like, I'm a media researcher. I know these things.
Stop the cap.
But many people are casual viewers. They don't know. Moreover, these stories are important for not just fans, but for the talent itself, no matter the good or the bad. With social media, a lot of people's success depends on how people talk about you. There needs to be loaded history of any industry, so that at like history, we can look back and learn from these subjects. Okay, maybe not like history, y'all humans are doomed. But why do a lot of people dislike news channels? These channels being striked by a colorful company doesn't look so great. Wouldn't it be—
I will tell you right now why people don't. First of all, we can talk about why people hate reactors. Like, that's the thing. But let's talk about news channels. It's because they're like talking about the news. You can look at news channels like the same way people dislike reactors, because they present somebody else content, they present someone else, and they talk about them. Just on that principle, you will get people riled up, because at least if you present a bad situation, or dear God, you give your own opinion about it, you're gonna get people nutty about it. You'll get people that hate it because you're talking about a negative situation about their favorite content creator. Or you'll look at somebody that will see this as, you're just stealing content. Why are you talking about this? Who are you? You know, you'll have a bunch of that. Twitter hates opinions. It is mostly about Twitter. Yeah, it is a lot. But there are people on YouTube as well that just are confused and don't really know how to take it in. And you can see that on the VTuber space, because whenever you see a new form of content, which news channels like this is a new form of content, people are left confused and see it as nothing but like stealing content. I remember I had a reaction video of a 20-minute video. The reaction was 1 hour. And I had a comment, and I remember this, saying that you didn't even react to this video. Like, you didn't add any value to this video. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm added 40 minutes on top of a reaction video. Like, there's a lot going on here. What is going on? And I try to think to myself, like, I cannot reason with someone like this, because they are thinking in us, they have an agenda toward us, because it's their first interaction with these kind of content. When it comes to news content, or whenever it comes to the factor of just general reactions, or anything regarding talking about a topic that is not self-produced. It's just pure confusion, and most of the time it will be hate because they have some background reasoning to defend whoever they're talking about.
Great for the—
Are you British? No, I'm not British, but I kind of am. I mean, I have family in England, but no.
these channels to bring more
Do I
informed
sound
VTubers to the
English?
industry. So here's the thing. You're about to hear a hard
He's
truth about
Norwegian,
music
yeah.
drama.
Clock that T. Clock that T. Clock that T.
Nature Human
Clock that
Behavior
team.
conducted a study about how negativity
Put me with a
drives
Brit and I'll
online
sound
news
English.
consumption. They found that, quote, negative words in news headlines increase consumption rates, and positive words decrease consumption rates.
Yeah. So whenever you put up a... I've also seen people... I have a negative title, but it's a react video. And I've seen people get mad at me for the title. Whenever it's... No, and then you have like a lot of other people watching me that's common to them say that it's just the title of the video. It's, why are you getting mad? People get mad. People don't consume things. They look at titles, they look at thumbnails, and they get curious. It's the same way they consume everything. They see something instantly, and they think about the most negative first thought and just go for it.
What sells is the negativity, the drama,
It does.
and the craziness. And agency
That does.
VTubers, being the most popular and search-optimized subjects, are the primary target.
By
It's not
farming
surprising that the
Nijisanji.
target's fans, corporate
Here we have
overlords,
them.
and even some VTubers don't see news channels in a good light. And whether deserved or not, people don't like them or their favorite.
Is that the reason why news is basically only drama titles nowadays? No, I mean, yeah. I think that that's the reason why most news have drama titles, because they're clickbait. That is true. But a lot of people tend to advertise negative interactions and situations because that's more exciting for people. It's just more interesting.
Media being scrutinized.
Niji
Girl, have
mentioned.
you seen the anime community?
What do you mean you don't agree with me? Do you know who you're
I drove here.
Moreover, there's the subject of them milking things for views, which
The game is the game.
content
It is what it
products
is,
overall
man.
get into.
Don't
And
be mad that a content creator is playing the game. If a content creator doesn't play the game, listen, I've not played the game for a while. Not playing the game is not going anywhere. It's like you're going for a run, but you sat down on the bench and fell asleep. You didn't go get anywhere. Everybody has to play the game, and that's the part of it. And I get that. I am also a consumer. I consume a lot of content. I can understand how it's annoying, but I've kind of always viewed it in the sense that if this benefits my favorite content creator, if it makes them feel like it gives them more views or gives them more like support, like I'm happy. It's the same with whenever I see my favorite content creator gets like sponsorship. I'm excited. I'm happy they're getting a sponsor. That's hype. But I can understand how a lot of audiences look at this as like a negative thing. Oh, you're advertising this. This is bad. I don't want to see this. You know?
Finally, credibility and context. Coverage VTubers can have more influence than even big VTubers.
It's not like you're doing Asmon with
viewers
Genshin.
depend on them for the message. So every coverage channel has responsibility
Makes no
to inform
sense,
things
yeah.
the right way, no matter if you're news or just somebody talking about it. What if a coverage channel?
Some
either
people think it's
accidentally
selling
or
out.
purposely
I feel like that's the bad part. I mean, you want your content creator to sit there, right? I think there's a difference between selling, like, let's say I'm starting to sell advertisements toward virtual gambling. Like I'm selling stake.com sponsorship. Let's go play slots. Let's go. I think there's a difference between selling like things that are harmful compared to like products or game that they're just presenting. You know what I mean? And because like I see those things that are presenting as a way to fund their content that they keep on producing. And whenever you think that everything is sell out, it's just, I don't know. It's kind of a negative impact on the content creator because they can't do this for free, right? And if they take like support from sponsorships, they need to have ask for less support from their audience to keep producing the content. So I always view as sponsorship as a big W.
Frame shit improper, pulling something out of context, changing the narrative, misinterpreting a fact or document, or showing something that shouldn't be public. A coverage of a story can impact not only how viewers view the truth of the story, but the creator involved in it. And people are hella reactionary to the point of harassment. And the unfortunate reality
People
is
love
that
getting
updating or
mad.
correcting the story won't change it. It is easier to fool people than to convince them they have been fooled. Do you know how little people read?
No, you ain't got no account at Wells
People
Fargo.
can't read
Once that
anymore.
communication is made, it kind of just remains.
Brother, you talk to someone living in America, someone living in England, with English being their first language, and they can barely construct a proper sentence. Man.
Whether that's your intent. And this applies to your fallen angel.
Dumb as hell.
Oh, I've made mistakes in what I've covered, and I have to hold the consequences of that. Moreover, everyone has bias, favor, or prejudice on a subject. So VTuber drama.
Everybody has biases and have agendas.
Subject. Some people will
Bruv, kid,
love
quit
them,
tripping.
and others will vehemently hate them. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below.
I beg of you, be civil.
And we're out of time. You saw more of the types of VTubers. No matter which trope or occupation they line in, make sure to support them. But hey, am I still not your type?
No! Shut your bitch ass up.
You're not him.
I'm gonna be real. This guy has a cool model. I like his videos. He has a great voice. This was a really good video. This was a very, very good video. I think it's like, I think that everything you brought up was very interesting. I love that because I kind of learned something new about this in this video as well. But I think it's just funny to see that I found out a VTuber that does really well with the meme edits. I think it's really cool because I feel like I haven't seen that many that do that. I think this guy's channel was pretty good. I very much enjoyed this video. Thank you for sharing, babe. I appreciate that. Good ass video. We gotta react more to his stuff for sure. It's gonna be fun.